Da, da, da.
Oh yeah, man, I got an album coming out.
That's funny.
Yeah, man, got my first project on the way.
What are you gonna be doing?
No, actually, one of my homies, he's an artist, but I'm doing like, I guess you could say, interludes on this album.
Interludes,
Yeah,
like skits.
just me talking my shit, man. You know how Larry June had Uncle Herm on the delay.
On your end, can you hear it in your headphones? It sounds delayed.
Yeah, like a 1 second later.
You hear it.
It's like an echo. Like I hear when you say it.
Right. Yeah. Hold on a second. Test. What about now? Say something.
Oh, we good. Yeah, we good.
Gotcha.
But yeah, nah, bro just got me on this album talking shit, you know. It's my home. He been my homie since like 7th grade. He been still pursuing his rap career and shit. He moved to Vegas. He a bud tender out there, so he was heavily involved in the cannabis scene and shit. So yeah, bro, it's like I just want you on my album, man. Just talking your normal little shit, motivational
So he's
or
like-
shit talking or whatever.
You like a weed rapper.
Yeah, somewhat, yeah. Definitely a lot of cannabis influence. He a cannabis slash lifestyle slash Mac type nigga.
Got it. All right, man. We are here.
We live.
Future World Sport.
Let's go.
Future World Sport.
Like I said, man, if you're a brand, I want to interview you. I'm Christian Lovechild. This is FWS Network. This is the brand show. That's a name that's going to be tentative for right now. And today I got my first guest of the show, first episode. We are here with a entrepreneur, black entrepreneur, of course. You know, apparently that's why we all here. But he is he's not from VA, but he's been out here for a while. But he's hailing from Kansas City. He has his own paper company. That's what we'll be talking about today. When I say paper, I don't mean like writing paper. I mean like rolling papers. He has also products, some other side ventures that he's doing, and just some great things that's going on. Give it up for Tezlato.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man.
How you feeling?
Good, man. I appreciate you having me here. This is a full circle moment. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's cliche, but this is really a full circle moment. So my name's Tez, aka Tezlato. It's like my cannabis moniker. So I'm a grower, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a father, and many more things, man. But
Well, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into all that for sure.
all right, okay.
Right now, what I want you to understand is how the cameras work. So, first thing is when you see the red dot,
Yeah.
that's the camera that's on you.
Okay.
That's the camera you want to look at. If you want to like make eye contact with the camera.
Got it.
So like right now, that's the camera right there.
Oh, okay.
And then this would be the closest camera to you. That's your camera.
All right.
All right. That's my camera. I'm right there, people. Right. All right. Christian Lovechild. Let's go. Bow. And then oh shit. And then this is both of our cameras right here. So let's get into this, man. Let's get into this, Tez. First off, you kind of already did this. You gave me a name, told them a little bit about yourself. But let's do it like this. Let me get you to first kind of give an open just an open description of what it is that you do as an entrepreneur.
Okay. All right. So mainly, so my main focus right now is sessions. We're a lifestyle company and we're a rolling paper brand. Our goal is to offer premium product, tell an authentic story of friendship, and diversify the industry. So the rolling paper industry is a $600 million industry. So what we want to do at Sessions, we want to help people decolonize their consumption. Because when you go into your local corner store, the shelves are filled up with products that we don't own, and we do not see these CEOs in our community. So like that's one of the overarching missions of Sessions overall. But we just want to produce fly shit and do it in a fly way for the most part. Our flagship product is our hemp rolling papers, the S1s in chief size, all organic, unbleached, no chemical additives or anything like that. And we got some products on the way. We want to move into other different spaces, but as of right now, primarily speaking, we're in the rolling paper business right now. Me, Tezlato, I am a home grower, so I'm heavily involved in the cannabis space. I do grower advocacy. I create strains and different things like that, man. So I'm really passionate about cannabis in my personal time. That's my hobby or whatever you want to call it. So we have some ventures in that space as well. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Me in a nutshell.
That's dope. That's dope. Let me ask you this: would you consider yourself like 100% all the way, self-made entrepreneur, or are you like 50-50 where it's like you have a full-time and you're doing your entrepreneur dreams as well? How's that work for you with you and your small business?
So as of right now, I'm back 50-50. When I originally started coming around, I was 100% all entrepreneurship, but shit changed. So I ended up going back into the workforce.
If you could kind of speak about that, right? Because like a lot of times people, even myself at times, people will look at it and be like, I gotta be doing this 100% or else I'm not the real thing. If I'm not fully into this, how can somebody look at what they're doing and say, hey, look, I got to work this job. This is what's taking care of the bills. This is what's doing, what it needs to do for me right now. But then also have a business that they're also saying, hey, look, but this is also going to work as well. Yeah. How can somebody balance the both? Can you kind of give like some outlook on that?
So the biggest thing to keep in mind, everybody, is that when you're building a business, it's going to take investment, right? You need capital to start a business. Most of the time with small entrepreneurs, we don't have the ability to go to family to give us enough capital to hold us over until things pop, because business does take a long time. When we're in this era now, a lot of people feel like they're just going to make it overnight.
Right.
That's not the reality. Most businesses end up shutting down in the first 5 years.
Most times you got to be ready to, I've heard some people say, some really successful businessmen say, when you start a business, you basically are saying, hey, I'm ready to be broke for a few years.
Right. No, most definitely. Most definitely. I mean? So you got to keep that in mind. So you need the capital. So I'm not going to say you have to, but it would be in your best interest to have a 9-to-5 job and to try to work your side hustle and your business in the hours where you're not at work. So my story, which led up to me leaving my last job, I worked in finance. So I started my career in banking. I moved into a mutual fund company doing investments. Got real stressed out, but I had a good amount of money stacked up that held me over that time period when I said I'm going to go full-time entrepreneur. My funds end up going down, so I had to make shit happen. You know what I'm saying?
What were some of the things what were some of the, I guess, like things that you had to invest into when you first decided to take that step out into entrepreneurship?
Well, first is investing in yourself. So making sure you got enough funds available to give you the cushion to where you won't be stressed out and then having to panic at the end of every month to make ends meet, right?
Right.
So definitely have enough money to cover your overhead at home. Then you got to have some money on the side to put into your passion as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be pursuing this from a scarcity mindset, right? You want to when
Right.
you step into that part of your life, you want it to be in abundance. Although mine didn't last that long because bills keep on coming. When I had that freedom, man, it offered me the freedom to wake up and freely create. Shit, I was coming up here. I did a season of my podcast, branded sessions to promote the rollout of the papers and everything like that. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That's really what you're investing in, right? You're investing in that security, I'll call that. And then also just investing in things like artwork. So you're gonna have to pay people. Whatever you don't know how to do, more than likely you're gonna have to contract that work out.
Let me ask you about that, because me and one of my good friends, we have a debate about that constantly, and he's a champion of outsourcing work, and saying, "Hey, look, to save time, pay someone else to do it."
Oh yeah.
So when it comes to that, right? What are some of the key benefits that you see in outsourcing work, and then also what are some of the takeaways that you see that comes from that as an entrepreneur?
Oh yeah, the biggest benefit is time, right? So you have more time to work on the main thing, right? A lot of times we try to do everything. We try to wear all the hats in the business.
Right.
But say for instance, I need to create a graphic and I don't know where to start. That means I got to go learn the software. I got to find access to the software. Then I got to
You might even have to buy the software.
Yeah,
right?
then I got to actually
right.
create it. So that triples the time that I'm putting into it versus me just paying somebody and getting it done fast. Now, a big drawback to outsourcing work is you have to work with another person. So you have to be able to communicate good. Sometimes the communication will break down. Sometimes the way you're explaining your vision, it won't necessarily come out the way that you see it when you put it in somebody else's hands as well. So I've had that challenge a lot of times working with graphic artists where I'm like, this is a vision I see. This is a vision I see. And in my head, I got this thing, but that artist's interpretation on whatever your vision is at the time, it may be different. So sometimes you got to kind of bend or compromise and be like, okay, it's not exactly how I had it, but we still can, is it usable? Right. Cause you got to pay that person eventually. So yeah.
So you like forward motion, like, hey, look, this can keep the thing going, moving forward. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
I got you. When it came to the aspect of like starting up, right, and getting it going, what were some of the fears, and maybe not fears, but hesitations that you had to face, roadblocks in your mind that you had to face, like hurdles that you had to get over, and then what were some of the things that you did to get over those things?
Oh yeah, some of the biggest roadblocks is number one, just the fear, right? The fear, and I think what a lot of people don't want to admit is the fear of what other people will think when you present your product and you present whatever you want to offer to the world. So like that was one of my big hangups is what will people think? Will people even believe in it? You know what I'm saying? Number two was we're hopping in a saturated market. There's rolling papers everywhere. When you go into the stores, a lot of the brand of rolling papers, they're no longer selling as much as they once did, like zigzags and top papers, like the old school ones.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking about that too. Like a lot of people are, doing weed and smoking in a lot of different ways. So they're not all just doing it through papers. So like that could be an obstacle that you would face, like the multiple ways of how people are smoking and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. So competition one, and then like you saying, just the different landscape of the consumer. People are smoking backwoods. That's the main thing. Fonto, you know what I'm saying? Grabba, heavy tobacco products right now.
Yeah.
As it always been.
Grabba. Actually, I don't even smoke grabba no more.
RIP to the grabba.
RIP.
No, but to each his own, man. I fuck with it all, man. But yeah, those are some of the things. Those are some of the things that were like fears for me, man. And also,
and so, but like, how did you face that? Because there might be somebody out there that says, "Man, I got a great idea," right? Yeah. And then they told that idea to somebody, and somebody said, "Well, what about this?"
Yeah.
And then that made them be like, "Oh, shoot, you're right. What about that?" So like for you, it might have been, "Oh man, I got a great idea. I want to make papers, Black owned. I want to be right there to be able to touch the people."
Yeah.
But somebody can say, hey, well, nobody's even smoking papers no more. Everybody's doing fronto leaf, or everybody's smoking vapes, or everybody's doing edibles. So how do you face opposition when you know you have a good idea, but you're challenged with an idea when you're faced with an idea that might challenge your idea? What are some of the things that you did to overcome that?
Oh yeah, just when I was in my chamber, just building out the brand, like the mission statement and what the brand represents, like why do you want to do it, what you're doing, what problem is it solving, like really know these different type of things, because that's going to give you the confidence to where when anybody comes at you with those type of questions, you won't doubt yourself. You automatically have an answer. Like if they were to ask me that question specifically, why do papers?
Right.
Well, it's a $600 million industry. These people are on the shelves in our community, but we don't have a black-owned paper. That's why.
And that's what you're saying is, hey, well, that's my end.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to make my impact at.
Right.
Okay.
And then I'm also very passionate about rolling papers. I've been smoking rolling papers since 2010, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Back when people were still on Swishers and Dutch Masters and things like that, I decided to make the switch to papers because one is economically better for your pockets.
Right.
So that's kind of how I got into it. And I've always been like the champion of rolling up papers. I've always been in the sessions with the blunts, and I can roll a good blunt, but I've always been that dude. I'm not afraid to come to the session with joints. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Yeah.
Was there a reason why you chose the word sessions?
Oh yeah. So sessions is actually our code word that we used to use. So sessions was started up by me and my friends. We went to a small Christian HBCU in South Carolina, the Bible Belt. Smoking weed was shunned, looked down upon, or a taboo, right? So instead of just saying, let's go smoke, we say, let's go have a session. When we going to session, you know what I'm saying?
Because you wanted to be incognito with it, like kind of low.
So I could say that out in the open. We could be in the cafeteria. Hey, bro, let's go have a session real quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where sessions come from.
Got you. On the actual packaging, there is a series of like different sayings and they're placed certain places as well. Can you kind of get into like your branding and like as far as what that looks like on product and how that ties into like the actual word sessions and where that came from, and just like your whole, the growing up of, hey, we went to this on campus, we couldn't use the words that we wanted to, so we had code words. Can you kind of just explain the branding and the marketing behind it, even the colors? Can you kind of talk about that?
Yeah. So sessions, at the core of it all, is just friends, right? We wouldn't be able to have a session without at least one more person, right?
Right.
Cannabis is one of those things that brings a lot of different people together, a lot of different eccentric people. And that's kind of what Sessions was founded upon. Whenever we were going to smoke and had these little cannabis kickbacks and things like that with people, we would find ourselves congregating with all different kind of people where we're all like-minded, right? So it was bringing different people together. And after a while, we start seeing the value in that. It became almost like a secret society of just people. It's like, hey, if I see you at the session and you friends with this person, we all running in the same circle, we kind of already know, like, all right, I know what type of time you're on. More than likely, you're a creative.
Right.
You're in the art, you're in the culture, you're in the good music. You know what I'm saying? So
it was almost like a network.
Yeah, like a network of people.
Gotcha.
That's kind of how it started, man. But on our papers, on the inside, it has inspired by friends, enjoyed by friends. So that is our slogan, because that's essentially that's what it is. We're a company inspired by friends and enjoyed by friends, because we all enjoyed herb together, and through those different things that inspired us to start this company. So just to kind of go into the backstory a little bit more, me and my friend Tom, he's from Sacramento, California. Sacramento is a hot spot for cannabis. Some of the top indoor California cannabis that's coming out right now is coming out of Sacramento. You got Doja, you got Alien Labs. Without going to all of that stuff, he was a photographer, so he had his camera, and we started a Tumblr page called Sessions with Tom and Tez. at tumblr.com. I think it's still up. So we were just blogging. This is back in the Tumblr days. We throwing up flicks. We having photo shoots on campus and shit like that. So that's just kind of how sessions got started, man. So when we fast forward to these about 2 years later, we're all still friends. We like, hey man, let's, we grown now. Let's put some money together, try to make some money. So it started as a venture that was that we wanted to go into buying real estate. That didn't really go as planned because we had some people a part of the group that wasn't seeing eye to eye, so we kind of broke that up.
So y'all were going to be like a group real estate company?
Yeah, we're gonna be a real estate investment company or a real estate investment group.
Oh wow,
that's kind of that's what sparked it. It wasn't even called sessions or anything.
No pun intended.
So I wasn't even thinking about rolling papers or anything at the time. But when the group disbanded, because I had came up with the idea, I brought everybody together. But when it didn't pan out, I kind of was like, man, damn, what can I do? I need something to do. You know what I'm saying? With this energy, I'm not gonna let the energy die because some people were still on it. Right. Namely my homie Tom and a couple of my other homies as well. So I'm smoking middle of the night, doing my Googles and shit. Then it just popped up. I'm like, shit, let's get a rolling paper. Let me, what would it look like if we got our own papers? We all smoke papers. So I'm like, what would it look like if we did that? And we brought it to fruition, man. I'm networking with people in China and
what was the group's response when did you bring that to them first and then they were like accepting of it or whatnot? Like, how did that go?
I had it built out in my head. I had done my homework before I brought it to them.
Okay.
Because I wanted to have the numbers and
right.
What I'm saying? But shit, man, my homies, one thing I love about my homies, man, they know when I bring something to them, it's not bullshit. It's thought out, it's flushed out. So they were on board. And they loved the idea. They was like, our own rolling paper, that's dope as hell. I think they just liked it because it's like, this is my own.
Yeah, this is my own.
It's like
thing.
A little flex almost.
Right. Especially with papers, that's kind of fly.
Right. And nobody else is doing. Well, there's some black owned rolling papers, but at that point in time, we hadn't heard of anybody else doing it.
Right.
So it's like, hey, let's get into it. Let's go.
What was was there like an initial business strategy, or was it just more like this can be our thing that we're going to do while we're trying to figure out this real estate plan?
Well, one thing that sparked my I guess my motivation to get into the actual rolling papers is the fact that I was in Virginia and cannabis had just became legal here.
Okay.
So that's one of the it's like a way to kind of get into the cannabis industry without having to get into the whole gray market of selling weed. Right.
Like it's kind of like it presents like you said, an easy way in, a really good like door open, doors crack. We're gonna run in right there.
Right. Yeah.
So okay, yeah, that's dope. I mean, was that like initially what you guys were thinking?
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why I brought it to them. That's what gave me the confidence to even bring it to them and to go through with it. Yeah.
Right. So take us from that point on. You bring the idea to the group. This is like you said. This was in 2022.
Yeah, 2022.
Okay. So you bring
2021. Probably when we first started talking about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And when was it when you actually first, put in that first order?
That was late 2021, and then we got the papers early 2022.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay. And what was that like?
Shit, man, it was. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. It was. What
was that experience like that? Like, you design. Because how did you design? Like, can you kind of like explain to the design as well in regards to like why you went with the colors, the way that the sessions is made, who designed that?
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. It's a lot of friends have touched sessions projects, but number one, the color. This is crazy. My lady's favorite color is teal blue. I had a teal blue 1992 Camaro before I moved down here, an old school Camaro. So it's like one of my favorite color paint jobs on cars, like old school as well. So so that's what led us to the color, right? It was just random, right? As far as the design, I picked out the font. One of my friends, man, one of my guys since 4th grade, man. Shout out to my boy Kerry Wadley. He's a graphic designer in Kansas City. I had him do the first mock-up. I paid him to do the first mock-up of the paper, of the actual paper packaging. And then we coordinated with our supplier out in China because they have their own design teams there. And they would have did everything in house for me if I wanted to, but I kind of wanted to have my input on it as well. But we got with them, they kind of formatted it on the actual packaging, but everything on this packaging, man, I personally, I did, as I guess you could say, or I picked out, I stylized, man. So the different fonts that's used, where it's placed, everything. So on the inside, you'll see it has chief size, which is, these are king size papers. But we call them chief size because I'm from Kansas City, man, and the leader of a tribe is called a chief. So we got an arrowhead and it says chief size on the inside, right? So those are small things along with like the logo that kind of gives like our own individual taste on it, man. And then we have like our other slogan on the spine of it. It says please, and it has indulge in parentheses. So like that's another one of our catchphrases. You know what I'm saying? To like, because we want people to indulge in this lifestyle that we're offering to you. So when we invite you in, we're gonna say, please, will you join us? Please indulge us. You know what I'm saying? No, so that's where it comes from, man. But yeah, all of this, man, this came straight out my brain, man.
Right.
Then we got Carrie to do the first mock up, man, and hey, it was murder she wrote, man. But after that, we got the first 300 packs.
Okay.
And we gave out a lot of those packs. We weren't even selling them. That's kind of
more so like just like promo marketing.
Yeah, that's kind of when I first came around here. And
right.
I was just handing them out and stuff like that. So that was my first 300 packs. Then we did the full shipment. I think 2,000 packs.
Oh wow!
And we got the whole load. We got a whole case.
Now is that the case that you're saying you're down to your last one now?
Yeah, we're down to our last one.
That's from that case?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So. Hey, but
how's the response been in regards to like you putting them, in stores and putting them at different like retail locations? Like, what is that response like?
Honestly, man, it's been good reception. I think going into the actual stores, because I've been straight out the trunk, man. I've been pulling up to smoke shops and things like that, and a lot of times it's been good reception.
Okay.
One thing that I've understood is that when you do go into the smoke shops, 9 times out of 10, the person that you're talking to doesn't make the decisions to get you on the shelves. So
right.
So you got to kind of network a little bit and ask questions and figure it out, man.
And figure out who's in charge here.
But yeah, we've been having good reception from the smoke shops. Honestly speaking, since we are a small business, our pricing isn't as competitive with these larger brands.
You think that's due to just maybe because like order quantity? So the price that you're getting it at, you feel like, hey, if I get more orders, I can get that price down.
Yeah, we're small batch. So as we scale up, the price will definitely go down, man. So like when I go into these smoke shops, some of these owners are like, okay, well, I'm copping Raws or whatever company for probably 20 or 30% less than what you're trying to get from me. So I've had some pushback there, man. But for the most part, I've had good reception, man, from other business owners such as yourself. Right. Some local vendors as well. They have my product. I mean, they're
really good papers, man. I love them. I got one right now, right here. Yeah. Rolled up, ready to go after this is over.
I can see them in action, man.
They smoke great. They aren't too like. Sometimes when you smoke like Raws and other papers, other products like that, they have like an aftertaste that's kind of crazy. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Not these. These are really like natural, pure, smooth, and I love it. This is not an ad. This is just how I feel.
Yeah, but the also with the consumers, man, we had great reception, man, from people in the community. Like when I break it down and I tell them what's going on, like I've never had anybody tell me straight up like, oh, that ain't gonna work or nothing crazy like that. Right. People, they lock on to the idea of it. They like the slogan. They like the packaging and everything. Like, and I really feel like people get a sense of empowerment when they see that I'm doing this. And they're like, bro, you got your own rolling papers. Who would have thought? Like, it's so random.
It definitely is inspiring to people. And I think people get motivated by it when I had the sessions that I had, on the table, or on the counter, people like, oh, these are your rolling papers, and would buy it.
Yeah.
Just because they knew that it was like not, somebody they didn't know, but it was like, this is straight from home, or I know the person, or I have access to what's going on, or whatever. Now I would tell them all the time, like, yo, no, it's not mine, but this is local. This is someone locally. His name is Tezlato. This is his brand.
Yeah.
And people would love to support it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? More than they would, even if they got to spend 20, 40, 50 extra cents or $1 more, they'll support it, just knowing the fact that, this comes from home, or this is Black owned, or I can possibly even meet the person that owns this.
Yeah.
And ask them questions on how I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
that's good. How do you feel about sharing information?
Shit, man, I'll tell you whatever you want to know, man. Like, I'm not a gatekeeper. Not a gatekeeper at all. It's enough money out here and enough resources to not have to do shit like that.
Do you feel though that do you feel like some things should be gate kept?
On a certain level, yes. So I'm a businessman. We have a saying, it's nobody's business to teach you business, right? Business is a sport.
Facts.
So you're not gonna be coddled. Your hand isn't gonna be held out here in these business streets. It's a dog eat dog world. So
yes, sir.
yeah. So, but I feel like certain things should be gate kept. Probably certain people in certain positions and things like that you might want to monitor, or you want to have a little bit of discernment before you just go flying off the rails. And
let me give you a scenario. So let's say you have a resource, and this resource, you could lend out, let other people utilize, and it wouldn't even deteriorate or degrade anything that you're doing. And I'll just be straightforward. Do you lend that resource out to everybody, or do you still use that same type of discernment and saying, hey, even though it might not affect you as much, just by lending it out, and it won't degrade it by anything, but do you just go willy-nilly with it?
It depends on
or do
what
you
it
gatekeep the resource?
Depends on what it is. So connections, I gatekeep connections, because that comes with like your social capital, your reputation is on the line and things like that. So I don't introduce everybody to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even when people point out that they need certain type of resources, and I may be able to make it happen for them.
Right.
I don't want to put my name on the line for certain things. So
Right.
It's more connections than anything, but like certain things like producers and suppliers and things like that, I don't really have no problem helping somebody out if they ask for the help. That's another thing too. I'm not just going to volunteer.
Right.
If you have enough confidence to ask somebody else for help,
Then yeah.
I can respect that. And we lifting as we climb always. So I don't mind throwing you a little alley-oop. Hey bro, this is how I'm doing this. This is
Right.
where I'm getting this from. Whoop-de-whoop. Hey, go for it. You know what I'm saying? So
In your journey to become what you're trying to be as a brand, what are some of the things that you have learned? Matter of fact, tell me one thing that you have learned that you would want to share with someone else that's about to start. Like the number one thing that you're like, you know what? If I can't tell you nothing else, I'm telling you this.
man, one thing, people, there's a customer for you. There's somebody that wants your brand. There's somebody looking for exactly whatever you selling. You just got to get in front of them. You just have to get in front of them. So don't stop talking to people until you get in front of those people, because you're gonna find them.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, Tez. Listen, man, Tez, let them know, man, where they can find you at, where they can get their hands on some papers, and all of that.
Oh, yeah. So first and foremost, visit the website. Join us. It's www.sessionslifestyle.com, man. We're a brand inspired by friends and enjoyed by friends. Started by 4 HBCU alumni, Claflin University. That's the first HBCU in South Carolina. So the equity is there. The history is there. The brand identity is there. You can locate us on Instagram at sessions.co, Facebook, TikTok, all of that, Sessions. You can find me personally at Tezlato, Tezlato on Instagram and wherever else you might want to find me. But yeah, catch me out in the streets as well. We do Cash App, Apple Pay. I'll pull up on you. I'm out the trunk, man. Yeah.
Let's
if you
go,
see
man.
me, let's go. Sessions, baby.
Listen, man, it's been another great episode of The Brand Show. This is FWS Network. I'm Christian Love Child. This is Tezlato. Make sure y'all go check them out,
Tezlato.
grab the papers and all of that. And make sure you go tap into on our app, search Future World Sport. Again, that's Future World Sport. No S at the end of sport. All one word. Future World Sport. Apple TV, Roku, in the App Store, in the Google Play Store, every DSP. Just type in the name and whatever comes up, click on that thing, man. All right? Future World Sport, FWS Network, Christian Love Child, Tezlato. We out.
Peace.